Hey there! In this video I want to tell you more about the job interview course, what are the stages it consists of, and why I decided to start this course, and how it can help you UX/UI designers in their career. A little bit about myself. I've been working as a designer for around 5 years, and as a senior UX designer in Dotmatics for a couple of last years, where we've been growing our product design team for quite some time. And that experience and those insights, I feel, might be quite useful for those who are now searching for their first job, or maybe feel stuck at some point in their career and you feel like you want to gain more confidence in going through interviews as a UX/UI designer. And that is why I prepared this course, just to share all those tips and tricks I accumulated by far from those interviews where I observed how successful candidates behave and what are the tricks they use, and why soft skills are so important and how they help to land your dream job. These are the things I want to tell you about in this course. So, what are the course contents? We will definitely start with HR screening stage, as this is quite a tricky one, and we will work first on your CV, of course. I will share some tips on how to make it work for you, basically, as lots of junior designers put some information that doesn't really show them in the best way, and then they wonder why they cannot even get through this HR screening stage and why HRs do not invite them for further rounds, and what is wrong with my CV. These are the questions I usually get on LinkedIn, and this is the experience and tips I want to share with you. First of all, in terms of HR screening, once you're done with your CV and you are invited for HR interview, this will be more questions and answers that I want to share, again in a form of theory plus workshops. And this will be the structure for every stage. First comes theory. This is some information that I want to share on how to get prepared, and then this will be practice, a workshop where you meet an HR who will interview you, basically. That will be someone from the group and another student, but working as an HR, and there will be a supervisor in that group as well, who will then share some feedback on how it could be better to answer some questions. What should the things be that you might want to answer to make the best impression? And and that's it for HR screening. Next stage, that is deep dive interview. Once you made it through HR screening, you are likely to meet maybe a design lead, or that will be some manager who will want to talk to you in terms of understanding your background and your current responsibilities at work and things of that kind. And they might want you to present a case from your portfolio at that stage. So these are the things that we will talk about, how to present them so that you make the best impression, and how to ace that stage. Again, that will be theory and practice. Practice presupposes a workshop where, again, someone will become a manager, someone will be an interviewee, and there will be a supervisor, someone who will comment on the way you answered those questions and how could you actually answer those even better to make them know you are the best for that position. Next one is design critique. So that will be the part where you will get some theory about how to comment on products, how to give constructive critique, and then we will again practice commenting some products that you love or maybe that you think might be better. This is one of the questions you usually get at deep dive interviews, sorry. Could you name some products, some apps that you love and some that you don't find convenient to use, something that you don't find nice at all? So how to give constructive criticism, that will be what this part is about. Then last and foremost is design exercise. That is the one that lots of designers feel kind of panicking about. What should that be? How should I present this design exercise? What should it hold in there? And why they are asking me to do that, right? There are lots of questions about design exercises and if I should do that or I shouldn't, and how to do it, how to present it. That's what lots of designers are asking about. And so I prepared some, again, framework for you to use for design, for tackling design challenges, and again, some tips on how to present them to deliver the most important information in a very short period of time, because you're usually given around 2-4 minute span. You shouldn't really dwell on that for too long, but it should be informative and persuasive. So that is what the design exercise is about. After that, you are lucky to be invited for informal interview. A couple of things how to behave there. Last thing, ta-dam, here comes an offer. So these are the stages that a typical interview consists of, and these are the stages that we will cover in our course. What the results will be. So first of all, that's a CV, right? We will prepare a competitive CV. We will start with the first block, summary, right, as one of the most important and the ones that are automatically scanned by systems that HRs are using, how to get through there, and again, what your CV should be about. Then it will be basically sure about your skills, right? This will be both soft and hard skills that we will practice, and that's what I will dwell on a bit later on next slide. Among your results, that will again be a case study that you can potentially work on after you prepare your design challenge solution. That can be further developed into a case study that you can add to your portfolio, or even your solution for the design challenge as well. That will definitely enhance your portfolio enormously, because the structure that I give you corresponds to the one that UX designers are usually supposed to deliver. So that will be about the case study. And the last thing is a certificate. You also get a certificate with soft skills and hard skills you worked on and the stages you've covered. Okay, moving on to the soft skills that you will master. That will definitely be about interviews and presenting design, giving product critique, enhancing your successful communication, being a team player, and growing interest and raising your interest in UX trends. So that's what these soft skills will be about, and we will definitely mention that in your certificate. And that was the best thing from what I heard from the students of the first job interview course that we have already run in summer. Lots of them said, I now feel so much more confident about my soft skills. I know I can't be a UX designer. I know what I should say here or there, how to answer this or that question, and how to persuade HR or whatever you're talking to. I'm the best candidate. I know how to speak about my deliverables in terms of design challenge solution, and that's what is the most important thing for me. I want to raise this confidence in people, and I want them to know that they deserve this job. because of course you do. Even if you're just thinking, if this course is for me, that means you are already thinking on how to grow. You might be asking a lot of questions, and that's the best for UX designers, right? To keep asking questions and feel inquisitive, right? About everything, about your CV, about some design challenges and such things. Right, last slide is about hard skills you'll master. Hard skills will be basically going through your design challenge preparation. That's where you will develop them, right? So that will be about analytical thinking, of course, critical thinking that we always grow in while thinking what the problem is we're solving, and how we solve this problem, what are the possible solutions for these challenges that we found through the research you do, right? We will do some user research for this solution, and for the design challenge solution you will of course then ideate and think what might be the features for this very solution to be included. But most importantly is you will grow your skills in compiling user flow diagrams. That is one of the most important things ever for UX designers, to be able to present your thinking in such a view so that developers, business analysts, whomever you're talking to, could understand what the process is, where we are at the moment, what screens are already covered, what are not. So in terms of user flow diagrams, that's what I want to make sure you can do with flying colors, and you can add it to your project and then showcase it at any moment, showing that you have understanding of how user flow diagrams work and what should be there, what the notation for that, and how to keep the whole team on the same page with your diagrams, right? Of course we will work on wireframes and UI design a bit, but just a little bit, just to touch on that and to show that you are aware of how these things working, what they're for, right? Because the most important idea of this course is about presenting things, not really going into lots of details in terms of wireframes and UI design, but just showing these bits and pieces that make a comprehensive case nevertheless, and showing that you are able to explain your idea and present it persuasively. So this is it from what I wanted to share by far, and I hope you will gain a lot of benefits from this course, and hope to see you in September as students of this course. Even if you don't make it to the course itself, I will be sharing these materials and just preparing them in kind of packages. So I will also post these packages on this page in Notion as well. Right, so see you at my meetups anyway. We have both online and offline meetups, so just keep tabs on that channel. We've got in Telegram, UXWise channel, so post any questions if you've got, or just DM me if you've got any issues, things that you're interested to discuss. I am always happy to chat with anyone interested in UX design. And on that note, see you later.